Well, hello there. So, at the end of Twilight Princess, I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to play Four Swords Adventures, or if I was going to skip it and go straight to Wind Waker. So, in my original plans, I wasn't going to play any of the Four Sword style games, which basically were the games where you go around and collect Force Gems. Minish Cap is kind of a Four Swords game, but it's a Zelda game. You're not just sitting there getting Force Gems, picking up stuff and whatnot. And I figured, I could play Minish Cap. And the next Four Swords, of course, is Four Swords Anniversary Edition, which I don't have anything to stream on that. I have the 3DS that I use for video capture is a Nintendo 3DS, and the game is sitting on my new Nintendo 3DS, and I can't move it back to a 3DS, which kind of sucks, but to be honest, it's also not one of my favorite games. Again, it's that Force Gem style game where you're just sitting there trying to figure out, pick up as many gems as you can to charge up a sword. You charge up the sword. Is my fan on? I think it's on. You charge. Give me a second here while I turn that off. You charge up a sword. You beat the bad guy with your charged up sword and move on. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's also a random game. There's no real walkthrough. It's just a matter of walking through the randomly generated level and hoping you can get to the end. I did finish it a long time ago. I didn't think I was going to do it. Then Triforce Heroes popped up, and I hate that game. I hate that game with a passion. Mainly because it's not a one-player game. It's a four-player game with a one-player hack on it. I refuse to believe that that game is one player at all. There's a chance I may still do it. I don't think I'm going to. It depends on me getting a couple of friends together and recording a session for that, but frankly, I'm not interested in it. There is another possibility that it may get done. And then we come to Four Swords Adventures, which again, it's a much better game. It's actually a lot of fun. I remember playing it in my last run-through and enjoying it. But again, it doesn't feel like Zelda, mainly because it's that whole... you're gathering up Force Gems to save princesses, gathering up Force Gems to get a sword, to beat up bad guys, to save princesses. And I was like, alright. I'll skip it. However, when I originally announced that I was going to do this almost 2 years ago, there's a streamer that I very, very much enjoy. His name is Mr. the Eggbuster Austin. I really enjoyed the Eggbuster stuff he did. I enjoy pretty much everything he does, honestly. And I said I wasn't going to do it. And I mentioned him in it specifically simply because, I figured I'd let them know about it. Since I like it was him and his quote-unquote mother, Aisha. I let them know that I was going to do it, but then I was going to skip the Four Swords Adventures. He specifically requested that I do this. So here we are 2 years later. And I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Mainly because the Wii just got... all of the Wii's online services just got shut down about a week or two ago. I kind of miss the Wii U, or the Wii. It was my first real gaming renaissance system. I was big into games when I was younger and got out of it, and then Wii got me back into it. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. When someone asks you to do it, and you kind of want to do it, and you kind of want to do it on the old hardware, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And plus, Twilight Princess is such a dire, heavy, dark game. And then we go into Wind Waker, which is a lot lighter, but still a pretty dark and heavy game. Let's do something a little bit more fun. So here we are, and we're going to do Four Swords Adventures. Thanks, Austin. Bum. Also, usually I let the opening credits run at least once. But holy cow, the opening credit on this is like super long, and it's just the same thing. Also, keep an eye out for video glitches. Those of you who are watching live, all 3 of the bots. Not that anyone's actually watching live. I'm having a lot of trouble with video glitches. I think I narrowed it down to the fact that I was using the 64-bit version of OBS, and I moved it back to the 32 and didn't notice any glitches, so fingers crossed that that took care of it. And yeah, usually I just let the opening credit run through, but it's just this, and I think there's a story. There might be a story if I let it sit long enough. So we'll let it sit for a little while. I know there's pre-rendered video. If I ever do find a way to get Anniversary Edition on my Nintendo 3DS again, I will stream it. There is a possibility for that as well, although not really keen on that one. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, it's just gonna go on like this. So I think we're just gonna skip it, because it's gonna give us the story anyway. Last time I played this was May 30th, 2014. It was 4 years ago now. And if I remember right, it's got a super long story. Well, there you go. There's 4 Swords right there. You don't need it. That's 4 Swords Adventures right there. Yay. Or 4 Swords right there. Wake up, Link. Please wake up. I love that this is on the GameCube, and they're just like, nope, we're doing Super Nintendo. We're doing Link to the Past, mixed in with a little bit of the art style from Wind Waker. Yay, I got a sword and I let out evil. Ain't that always the way it works? Oh, right, I don't think I have my name in this one. I think I'm just Link in this one. There we go. Finally, we're in the game. I didn't know I could shove him around. Go up there. Bluey, you go over there. Me and Purple will figure things out. This is what I'm going to do the whole game. I'm just going to push them around. I'm never going to wake them up. I'm just going to push them.